Welcome to iHeartGeek.
Laughter in 3, 2, 1.
and that's how I save Christmas. All right.
Oh, there you go, guys. Okay, welcome to another episode of iHeartGeek. Okay, and we broke.
Oh, are
him.
we done?
We broke Jason.
Wait a minute.
I don't even think that was fake for me.
Yeah?
What happened at the end?
Did I not do and?
No.
Well, I'll do it again. And welcome to another episode of iHeartGeek. You don't have to laugh again.
Oh, okay.
We got it the first time.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah, okay. Oh, boy, all these voice experts here that are going to be doing this entire time because we're talking Pixar today.
Pixar.
Pixar.
I love Pixar.
Why do you love Pixar?
Put me on the spot with that one?
Right away. What is it you love about Pixar?
The sky is the limit on what they could do. The potential films and the potential magic that they could do using the technology they do, using the high-quality characters they do. Basically, there's nothing they can't do.
Nice.
And what they've done so far has been better than the rest.
Okay. Are you happy or sad that they cut with Disney?
I don't think it makes a difference, to be honest.
I liked them better with Disney, but that's just me anyway. So
Because they weren't with Disney at first, I don't think.
I thought they were.
They haven't cut with Disney. Disney still owns them. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought that they were.
No.
Because Disney was doing that was all their movies.
They would make the movies and then Disney would distribute them. They were like producer type of thing, and then they had a skirmish where they had a disagreement about it. They kind of went their separate way, and then later on, when Disney was like, "I want to buy everything," that's one of the first things that they bought was Pixar back.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, okay then.
Groovy.
Then I think Disney and Pixar have a great relationship.
Yes.
I'm happy for it.
For many years to come.
Okay, this episode of iHeartGeek is brought to you by Toy Story 4. Why?
Why?
You know,
Really?
I
Yes.
agree with you to a certain extent because they had 3 movies. They buttoned it up. It was beautiful.
It was a
Leave it
perfect
alone.
trilogy.
I will give this the benefit of the doubt. I'll be like, all right, you got it. It looks interesting. Let's see where it goes. Let's see
Okay,
where we're
wait,
going.
hold on. Do
makes
you
me-
want more Star Wars movies?
If
Don't ask me that question.
That is a loaded question.
If they would have buttoned up Star Wars as well as they buttoned up Toy Story 3,
No.
no.
This is the prequel. This is the Star Wars
just not
prequel.
Skywalker. If they wanted to do something completely different with
Yeah,
Star
they
Wars,
could
which
do something
they're
else,
kind of
sure.
doing,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Which is
but
where I
not-
think Toy Story can go. Yeah.
No, I am so opposed to Toy Story 4 at the moment.
I'm on board.
It's got Key and Peele in it.
Just because I hate it when you do the perfect ending and then feel like you have to go beyond that.
Oh, you
That
mean
just
like
drives-
Sex on the City?
No, actually
have seen
nothing
an
like
episode.
Sex in the City.
Oh
but-
no, because I thought the same thing. Yes, I've watched Sex on the City. People,
So have
just
I, my
deal with
friend.
it.
So have I.
But you know, it wrapped up very nicely.
it's-
I'm like, that's perfect.
then I would say
put out
yes.
the
Like
And
damn
then
two
the movies came out, and I'm like, why?
Yeah.
I'm like, no.
Or like Firefly. I'm sorry.
Too soon, man. Too soon.
I just started watching. I just finished the series and it makes me sad.
Okay, so yes, like Sex in the City, like any ending that wraps up absolutely perfectly.
And then it feels like a money grab. It feels like, they're just trying to kind of generate more money out
for
of it.
the first time, even more so than Cars.
Hmm.
And that really bugs me. It really does.
Well,
Okay, well, you know what? Let's do this real quick. Yeah, I'm Dub, and I'm your producer. I realized we didn't introduce the panel, and that's usually a nice idea to do.
Okay.
And to my left, we have the Black Geek himself. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm Carl, the Black Geek. How are you guys all doing today?
How are you doing today?
I'm doing all right.
Oh, everyone feel like stealing from each other a little bit. Yeah. You guys did the hammer dance together, and now you're kind of taking each other's lines.
we're yin and yang. That's what
Yes,
we are.
that's right.
Yeah.
Because like Paul McCartney and Michael Jackson.
I would like to think more of it is he's Riggs and
I
Murtaugh.
would have been. Oh no, I'm Hal Jordan. You're Jon Stewart.
I can see that.
Done.
Yep.
Oh, you wish you were Hal Jordan. You're Kyle Rayner. If you
Oh.
So
Low
Kyle
blow.
Rayner across the table. How are you doing, bud?
I would have given you Guy Gardner.
You're Guy Gardner. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I will
true.
totally
I'm
take
polite
that.
enough to
I
give
gotta-
you kilowatts, sir.
Hey, I got a construct for you.
This is why we're
That-
not on video,
That
guys.
that didn't take too much willpower either. That just came right out.
Not at all. with the force of Mogo. That's all.
So, Kaj of 2814, how are you doing
That's
today,
all
sir?
I am feeling tired.
So, nothing new from normal, huh?
No, it's just had a hectic couple of days, but I love you guys, so I am here for the show.
And even though you're not good, I'll still drink to it.
Oh, good.
Well, he said good, so you
Yeah.
can drink. It's fair.
You know what? I need someone to clarify. Whoever does play this silly, stupid game, do you say it every time he says good, or does he have to say it in the voice?
I go with the voice.
Oh, you play the stupid,
You play
silly game.
the stupid, silly game?
I like
'Cause
to
that
get
will kill
drunk
you.
every week. So
Yeah, your liver does not like you anymore.
no, my liver doesn't like Kaj.
Blame Kaj. We used to blame PB. Now we gotta blame Kaj. Well, speaking of blaming PB, he's right there. How you doing, bud?
Blameless. That's how I'm doing. No, I'm
Night's
doing
not
good.
over yet.
I'm doing good. Despite my
vindicated.
strong feelings about Toy Story 4, I am doing good.
Nice.
Yeah,
So
very good.
You know, I gotta give you the pat on the back. We just saw your new little toy.
Oh, you saw Venom.
Venom.
yes.
It's a pretty little toy
It is
you
a
got
beast,
there.
I will say that.
Yes, Venom is my my freeway wreck replacement vehicle that I spent a small fortune on yesterday.
Are you
and,
gonna keep new tires on it?
I'm gonna make sure that I'm gonna make sure they're checked all the time.
With
That's
those tires, it's going to blow out other people's tires. That's what it's
Right?
going to do.
yeah. No, it was a sweet buy. I'm happy. I love it. It looks good. It does look like Venom.
Well, jumping onto that, new vehicle kind of segue, I do have to say this. I think we put it on the Facebook page already, but it was quite interesting because we got an old new car for us because the van just kind of crapped out.
Sure.
So, but we're in the dealership and we're kind of like, well, like, should we get this? Like, maybe we can afford something else. I don't know. We're kind of just going back and forth. And I kid you not. On the radio, they had one of the rock stations on, and "Carry On My Wayward Son" came on from Supernatural, and we're like, "Yep, looks like we're getting this one." Yep, and we named it Crowley. So
And what is Crowley?
Nice.
Crowley's like a small SUV.
it's a
isn't it?
Nissan Rogue.
Oh, Nissan Rogue.
So yeah,
Very
it's
cool.
like a hatchback, a little mini SUV.
So if you want to stock Kaj, I guess look for all the Nissan Rogues and
yeah,
Yeah.
Black Rogue. It has
we
little
both
pipes.
have black cars,
Yes, we
man.
do.
It's awesome.
Yep.
and you live in Vegas. You guys are nuts.
We have black cars.
the-
We have the black geek.
It's-
We're
you know
on a
what?
black table.
For the
Black
money that-
Supreme.
for the
You- they
price that we
all
got
watch
for it,
Black
yeah,
Panther?
Right.
yeah. Black Panther's awesome. Wakanda forever.
I love Black Panther.
We'll get to that in phase
Yeah,
3. Okay. Yeah.
I don't want to hear anything from somebody that can't sit through an entire movie. That's all I'm saying.
There's some movies I sit through. Shut up. That's off mic stuff, guys.
Sitting
That's
and
off
being
mic.
awake are two different things, sir.
This is off mic. Come on. I got to keep the air of being.
You guys want to hear about the time he didn't sit through Time Bandits?
God, I wanted to so bad. It's terrible. I'm sorry. And now that we're this far away from it, I can say it. I didn't like it.
Oh.
Sorry.
What a sad, sad human being.
But
Except one
yet
thing-
he loves Highlander 2.
Ooh,
This is another
really?
thing that was just brought up. Well, okay.
Okay,
Let's
we teased.
move
That's
on.
going too far.
Okay, let's talk the Pixar factor. We picked Pixar for a reason. We picked
Yes.
Pixar. That's hard to say.
Pixar.
So basically, because it's probably the best out there, I'd put probably DreamWorks at number 2.
I would. Yeah, Dreamer.
And that's a very, very, very close number 2.
And then there's Illumination.
Right.
There's Illumination.
And there's Disney.
yeah.
No, there is Disney.
Well, we haven't
Frozen,
discussed-
aside
Frozen,
from- yeah.
and Wreck-It Ralph are contenders. And
Right.
they fit right in being good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's definitely there is a lot of people kind of mix the two together now because like
It's
with-
really hard to tell
I
the
feel
difference.
like
it's really
the
hard
same
to tell,
thing. In
yeah.
fact, on our when we discussed the from the listeners stuff, a lot of people said Wreck-It Ralph, and I'm like, and you know what? I accept it. That's because it's Disney, Disney and Pixar, like we just discussed. I thought they were.
I'm gonna be slightly contrary, just
What's
slightly. I think that the Pixar movies and the Disney offerings, Frozen, Wreck-It Ralph, and there's some other ones, are extremely different. I mean,
I believe they're different in tone.
Yes,
I would give
right,
that.
tonally and
in
noticeably
tones,
different,
they're
yes.
different. Yes. And that's only because I do believe that Disney caters more towards their kids,
Yep.
Right.
whereas Pixar is
pulling in a
all
little bit of
encompassing. Yeah.
an older audience too.
Right.
Yeah, I would say that it's catered. It's made for kids, but with themes that adults and young adults very much can relate.
I think a lot of that is like the brains behind the Pixar movies. Most of those guys and girls are roughly our age.
Yeah.
So they're pulling in those influences that we can grasp onto so well, trying to appeal to the new younger audience while throwing in those good Easter eggs and things and tonal and little things that we can really relate to also.
Oh, I agree 100%. Yeah.
Well, I've got to give like the best example of that would be Inside Out.
Oh, what a movie too.
I mean, take the great story out, take all that out. It is a pure psychological look at really what's going on inside, and it's a lot deeper than I think, and that's what makes these movies good. Is there's so much more going on behind the scenes than actually on the
I agree.
the top level.
Well, and with Disney, like Disney has to follow. They've kind of set themselves up that they have to follow a certain formula. So it's the Disney formula. That's why Frozen feels like it's an animated movie, just CGI. With Pixar, it's kind of like it's Touchstone. It's Disney, but they can go into more mature content if they want to as well too. So that's why it gives them a little bit of an edge.
And I think that's it. That's what sets. That's why I noticed that they are incredibly different in that way.
Nice.
And actually, DreamWorks comes close. They can go a little bit into that adult territory a little bit, but then Illumination, they're kind of back a little bit.
Oh, they're very more Disney-ish.
Yeah, Disney-ish.
But they only have like one. What else do they besides Minions and kind of Despicable Me?
They've done it. They've done other ones. They might have done the Pets. The Pets might have been
the Pets. Okay. So it's like they're successful, but they're not just as mega. And Pixar started first, so they've had time.
I feel like they're still growing though.
You play these advertisements for 99% of the population. Everybody just says, "Oh, well, that's a Pixar." Right. Everybody thinks they're all Pixar.
Yeah.
And honestly, what I'm not liking about this resurgence, or this insurgence, I guess, because it hasn't resurged, is the fact that I missed that old animation look, with pens and paper, how they did it. The computer look, everything is done that way, and it's getting to be a little old hat to me.
It's just becoming the standard.
Yeah, but I miss that old line drawing look.
So that's similar to how I feel about like computer special effects in live action too, because that used to be real expensive. That Lucasfilm, WetaWorks type special effects. Yeah. And now the with the lowering of the overall cost of that gets into everything now. And I think that's the same with the computer animation. It's become cheaper.
I don't want to see it become disco. Because disco was everywhere and everybody burned out on it, or grunge, or whatever else.
I think you're looking. Bad. Yeah,
I think it might. I'm a little worried about it.
I argue it. I think what we're looking at is more to the liking of, if you look at the world of video games versus 2D side scrollings and stuff versus now 3D. 3D is the way that it's going, and I mean we can say that it was a fad, but 3D games have...
But they're still making 2D games.
And they're still making cartoons.
Where?
Get off his lawn.
Well, I'm not being like that. I mean, I miss those old... I like them both, but I miss that.
With everything...
There's something more human about the line.
Let me offer this. With everything getting a retro thing, that will too.
Yeah, and it'll be more of independent companies that do that. That'll go to the old traditional style, where Disney, like, they have to keep up with the times, and if they don't, they're just going to get left behind. Like Illumination or DreamWorks will just take over, and they don't want to do that.
And I think what you're looking for you'll start seeing it more prevalent in streaming services such as Netflix. You'll start seeing them because Netflix is becoming the high contender for new movies
and Disney
and things
Plus
like that. Disney Plus will probably start showing a lot of more of those animated style things. We're seeing it on the DC universe already, so they're there, just maybe not as prevalent as you're used to seeing.
Well, let me ask you this, and this is because we're geeks, so the superhero genre. Opposite of, or opposed to Incredibles. That's really the only superhero movie that's been really done well as far as that style.
Okay.
Is there a reason for that? Because the line drawing looks more superhero than the realistic, hard feeling of the.
I think that goes back to
Does that make
what
sense?
No,
You
I think it goes
understand?
back. I think that goes back to what PB was saying a few moments ago about cost.
Yeah.
The backgrounds,
Which-
I'm okay with the CGI,
but
I like
I
the
think
characters
For
for superheroes.
But what I'm thinking is for like superhero things, one of the problems that a lot of studios have, barring out Disney and their Marvel movies, is superheroes are so live, so big, so over the top that you really can only get away with showing so much. And I think that you end up with a cost factor when you're going with computer CGI graphics as opposed to traditional drawing graphics on what you can get away with and what you can make.
I would also say maybe on established properties, the reason you're not seeing the Pixar style Incredible Hulk movies or things like that is because that's the video game world. I think that's where that is. And then if you tried to take that and turn it into a film, I think you'd run into like it's the video, it would get like the video game movie attachment to it possibly.
Maybe.
And I'm sorry, if I can add to that too, I'm not sure if you guys, Netflix was showing them for a while, but Marvel did make an attempt to kind of re-put out their animated universe, and it was done in that 3D mode. They did, in that 3D mode-ish.
But
They
it did feel like a marriage of both.
Yeah, what was it? It was the
It's
Captain America, Iron Man, the
Yeah, it's on
Iron
Disney.
Man.
Oh yeah,
Hulk.
I remember that.
No, not the shows. There was an actual. They actually had movies that they made.
Yeah, I remember that.
That were on there. They were teaming them up in twos. They were based on characters from the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but they were done in twos.
Some were good and some were horribly
Oh
bad.
god, yeah, they were real. Yeah,
Like the Captain America. It was Captain America. Iron Man was
Man
really
one.
good, but the Hulk,
The Hulk
two
and
Hulk
Iron
ones were
Man,
just
yeah.
horrible,
Garbage.
so bad.
And that's where you get into people that are writing that don't know what they're doing.
Right.
that was a clear cut case.
Having
of that.
said that, there is, if you this is for the listeners as well, if you haven't noticed seen them yet, but they also have the not stop motion, but it looks like comic books. It looks like it's drawn comic
Yeah,
books.
the motion comics.
Motion comics, yeah.
like because they have like the Hulk and Wolverine one. They
They have
have
the Spider Woman. They have
Spider-Woman.
They have Black Panther.
I
they
love
have
that
the
one. That one's one of my
X-Men one.
favorites. And then
Iron Man Extremist they have on there.
right as well. Oh, and then even the anime, the Iron Man anime, the Wolverine anime, the X-Men anime that they have as well. So I think there is a niche for it, but I think it's going to be some independent.
Let's not forget the Lego. Lego too is.
Oh, yeah?
is
Well,
dipping into the-
Lego feels Pixar to me.
Really?
It really does.
No, Lego feels like its own kind of thing to me because it almost. I mean, I know
Looks
it's
like stop motion.
looks like stop motion. But I know it isn't, but it totally looks like it.
far
really
more
does.
fluid, yeah.
Yeah.
No, it was just I say that's my initial gut feel on it.
Remind you of Pixar again?
It's computer animated or it's line drawn, and that's kind of the
So computer
style so
animated
far.
to you is just Pixar. That's where it goes.
But that, honestly, I'm not in the minority there. I think
I can
most
see
of the
that.
people that are watching these movies, they all look pretty much the same.
See that?
Yeah.
That's Dub's lawn. Get off it.
And you're right to a certain extent that Pixar now is almost a term for CGI animation. Even if you say it's from DreamWorks, but it's like a Pixar movie. It's a Pixar style movie. So,
That's got to drive DreamWorks crazy. We were
Right.
here first.
Yeah.
We were here first.
Do you want a Coke? Well, what kind of Coke you want? Dr. Pepper.
exactly.
It's definitely-
Yeah.
Right.
Good-
Oh
good
yeah.
analogy
Okay,
there,
that would
yeah.
drive me nuts.
You're thinking about it now. You want a podcast? No, I'm just kidding.
The Dr. Pepper podcast, not a sponsor.
You could sponsor us, though. We would be more than happy to.
Did you know that Dr. Pepper is the official soda of Latveria?
Oh, really?
I'm waiting for the punchline, but I
No, that's it.
No, there isn't one, and I knew that there wasn't one.
Why the chicken cross the road? Okay, now on to Kaj's game show.
Here's a generic game show for you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for the game show.
You're so excited.
Too excited.
You cannot see it, but I actually have game show cards.
Is this your first one?
Wheat Martindale. No, I've done
I
several.
thought you've done
I
some.
did a James Bond one,
But you're
which
very excited by it.
you know what? I tried to be firm, but
Not fair.
but difficult. But try to
Compassionate.
hint out for. And I want to throw out to the audience as well. You can while you're driving, you can answer the questions as well.
You might want to pull over, though.
I'm going to throw out to the audience up front before we go any further. I know evil and causes evil.
They're not that different. I mean, if you know your Pixar, then they should come.
If you know everything and you have the internet there, you'll
Yeah.
know it all.
Got it.
I'm ready. I'm ready for this
Just
game
a shout out.
baby.
I want to thank IMDb, Wikipedia, and BuzzFeed for these questions as
Also,
well.
not sponsors.
Not sponsors, but if you want to, that's great. But not sponsors. But I do not want to plagiarize. I just didn't make these up out of thin air. I got them off the internet. So, all right. So, question number 1. This should be an easy one here for you. Oh, hold on. I need to.
He's going to
Yeah,
tell.
he's
He's
gotta
going
write
to tell you.
Anyway, let me just
It's
add
not
in
that hard
here.
to
The dub
add
and the
0
PB&J.
on mine.
Let me just add in here. When anyone says this should be an easy one,
It's always terrible.
duck and cover.
What is the middle name of the
Frank.
Wow.
10 points.
Yeah. None for Jason.
All right. Here we go. Question 1, ladies and gentlemen. I just want to do that because I love it. Before Bruce the Shark in Finding Nemo was named after the shark in what 1975 film?
You have to look and say
You have
who you
to
want to
tell
say it
people
first.
Audio-wise.
You have to
tell
go.
people it's
You have to go. You have to go. You first, him second, or him first.
Oh.
That's the whole game. See, you can't just look at me because nobody knows you're looking at me.
See, these guys don't. They do a game show. They think it's so
like I said.
easy
I
when
know.
we do it every week.
All right. Take 2. All right.
No, we're leaving that in. That stays in.
Well, yeah. But, all right. So, PB, we're going to start with you first.
Jaws.
All right. I was going to read the question again, but yes, you're right. Wow, you are clairvoyant.
We're gonna need a bigger
Jaws.
point boat.
All right. So PB says Jaws.
Jaws.
Jaws?
I had Jaws.
He had
That
Jaws
is-
3D: The Revenge.
That is correct. Yeah, right.
Still counts.
All right, for 1 point each. Fun fact: Bruce, the shark from Jaws, was also named for Steven Spielberg's lawyer.
Oh,
Because he's a shark.
very cool.
Was that after a divorce?
That's right. Clients are friends, not food.
Clients are food, not friends.
All right, question number 2. People, we'll just keep going with PB first.
All right,
I know he likes that.
I do.
In 1986, the computer division of Lucasfilm, called the Graphics Group, was bought out and renamed Pixar by which Apple co-founder?
Steve Jobs.
The Waz.
I put Steve Jobs.
Steve Jobs is correct.
Had a 50-50 chance.
Fun fact, Jobs bought Pixar from LucasArts for $5 million.
Nice.
where did he
Get
buy the
writing them
turtleneck?
points down, baby.
I am.
All right.
Where did he buy his black turtleneck from? That's what I want to know.
Huh?
Where did he buy his black turtleneck from?
Ross.
Wrong. It was the Gap.
It was Baby Gap.
All right. Question number 3. What is the name of the adorable desk lamp that evolved into becoming the Pixar mascot?
I hate you.
Lamprey.
Suzanne.
I just put Lampy. I just threw the caution to the wind.
All is incorrect. Its name is Luxo Jr., which is the
Oh.
title
Oh,
of the short
actually, I
animated
did know
film.
that from. Yeah.
Oh, actually, I did know that.
Yeah. Shut up. Fun fact.
Just thought about it.
Luxo Jr. was the first computer animated short nominated for an Academy Award.
Nice.
That's the only reason I do that.
Question number 4. What 1954 Japanese movie was A Bug's Life loosely based on?
Now, the answer that I have here is only because I only know one Japanese movie. from
We all
the
picked it
1950s.
probably.
So,
It's probably right.
Godzilla.
Okay.
It is under the Japanese title Rosaka la Nama Hakaka. No, it was.
That's not even Japanese.
It wasn't. I'm sorry, I tried.
How rude.
Godzilla.
Okay.
I put Godzilla.
Yeah, maybe I should have put the director's name as well. Seven Samurai.
Oh, okay.
The Kurosawa movie, The Seven Samurai.
Okay.
Fun fact, it's also the first Pixar film to have outtakes.
We all know one 1950s Japanese movie.
Guys, you guys make me
sad.
sick. All right. Question number 5. Ben Burt, who was the voice of Wall-E, is also the voice of what, in quotation marks, foul-mouthed sci-fi character?
Stitch.
Ugh. Donald Duck.
So I actually did not know, so I'm gonna say this fresh, wonderful can of Arizona Ice
Golden Bear.
Golden Bear.
No, he is also the voice of. Oh, well, he is a sound designer, so he's also the voice of R2D2. And he's also the voice of ET as well.
But you can see why you're misleading on your foul mouth.
His beeps and boops,
And
like
everyone
everybody,
says
he is the foulest mouth character in all of Star Wars.
All
yes.
censored.
If you have a dirty mind, yes.
Yes,
I think you might need to look up who does the voice of Stitch.
that's Brad Bird.
Brad Bird?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll look this up later.
Yeah, it's not John. It's Brad
And then
Bird.
he's going to come back next
the
week.
The
and be
director actually
complaining
was the
about
voice
it
of
too.
Stitch
That's
as well,
amazing.
too.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll be here.
All right.
Very good.
Question 6. Don't worry, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to come back to haunt me
I have
when we do other
one
shows.
point.
Huh?
I have 1 point.
Yes, you do.
Well, you'll know my answer for the next one. then.
Question 6. I'll make it up to you later. What was Pixar's first concept idea for Woody the cowboy in the 1995 movie Toy Story?
I put soldier.
Okay.
He was Duke from G.I. Joe. No, it's G.I. Joe in general.
Okay.
Or a soldier of some sort.
Soldier. Okay.
I put Woody the Whipmaster.
The Taskmaster.
Did he wear a leather face mask too? Jeez.
Unfortunately, all are incorrect. But there's a reason. There's a controversy about this. He was a ventriloquist dummy. And the reason why they did not continue with that and change
creepy?
Yes, because when people were watching him, they're like, you know what? Ventriloquist dummies are mainly for horror films, Chucky, whatnot. They're like, this would scare kids, so then they switched it to being a cowboy.
They could be a Batman villain too.
That is true.
It's interesting because in the Toy Story movie where they show the black and white stuff, he looks like the ventriloquist puppet.
Right, yeah, right.
That makes
So I wonder-
sense.
All right, question number 7. I'm kind of feeling bad for you guys now. I'm sorry.
I think he wants to be the one that says keep on geeking on at the end.
Maybe. All right, so question number 7. A113 is an Easter egg in a long list of animation and Pixar movies. A113 refers to the graphic design and character animation department of what higher learning institute?
MIT.
UCLA.
I have no clue.
It is the California Institute of the Arts.
I'm close. University of California, LA. Come on.
John Lasseter, Tim Burton, and Brad Bird also went there as well, among others.
Nice.
And I still didn't get a point.
All right, so this one it's kind of a two-parter. You'll be able to get 2 points. Either you can name the song or name the movie that it actually is in the Pixar movie. Composer Randy Newman has been nominated for 20 Academy Awards for his amazing songs throughout the years, but his first Academy Award-winning song was from what Pixar movie?
It was You Got a Friend in Me in Toy Story.
Ditto.
No clue.
That's what you would think, but it's actually not. It was from Monsters, Inc., and it was If I Didn't Have You.
Oh, okay.
I do not remember that song at all.
Fun fact, his second Academy Award win was from We Belong Together from Toy Story 3.
Oh, okay. I had no clue.
I gotta make these easier.
Yeah, think.
These are so good. I was so excited because I know you guys.
He says, "Oh yeah, it's kind of hard, but you guys get most of them."
You got, I'm just saying, Katie got all these. I'm kidding.
Because you told her, or she'd make you sleep on the couch.
She got a few of them, and then she was.
She walked out the room.
She's like, "You're evil." I'm like, "No, I'm not."
Stop with this.
Oh, yeah, she's right.
Podcasting nonsense.
She's right. You're evil.
All right.
All right.
All right. So, question number 9. Who is the only Pixar character to be included in the official Disney Princess line? I will also give you 2 points if you name the character and the movie, or just the movie, or whatever.
Yeah, that would be
Either way.
Merida from Brave.
Brave.
Meredith for Brave.
Okay. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2.
Here's
It
one.
was Meredith.
For the record, I have a niece. That's why I know.
The original title of Brave was actually called The Bear and the Bow.
Oh, okay.
Oh, because of her mom.
All
Not that
right.
I've seen it or anything.
Now, for the last question, we'll do Price is Right rules on this. Whoever gets closest to the number without going over will win the point, and we'll make it 3 points.
Okay.
You're going to give him a chance?
I'll give him a slight chance. How many balloons were needed for liftoff of Carl's house in the 2009 film Up?
God, I've gone back and forth on this, but I settled on 10,000.
Okay.
Because I didn't want to go over, I picked $1. I mean, 1,000.
1,000?
Which was the one I was going back and
Wait
forth
for
on.
somebody to go 10,001.
I was going back and forth between 10,000 and 1,000.
Carl?
I'm going way under. I'm going to go with 213.
Wow.
All right. So, PB, you actually won. You were the closest going over. It was 10,000 for it to maintain its altitude, but the total number of balloons was 20,622.
Oh, wow. Okay, cool.
Yeah. So PB just went way up into the lead. And now, just because I like to have a little bit more fun here, we're going to have a lightning round. Thanks, Thor. All right, so in my possession, I have two cards here, number 1 and number 2. One is slightly harder than the other, but I will let you pick which lightning round we are going to be going for.
I suggest we go with number 2.
Okay.
Well, you're friends, and yeah, you know how he works. Go for it. 2.
All
I'm
right,
in his
2.
head.
Wait, you didn't ask me.
Oh, it was up.
We don't care.
1 or 2? 1 or 2? Should I 2 or 1? Should I do
Steak.
2? Okay, 2.
Steak, smaller
2
amount
it
of
is,
peas.
2.
2.
2. I'm going to go with the flow.
You got the easier of the two.
Oh, thank God.
The number 1 was going to be every John Ratzenberger character from all the Pixar movies.
Oh.
A pig or a potato?
So
or a bug?
you on the outside, you listening in, if you know these, chime them in. And
He was the circus guy
you know,
in Bug's Life.
He
I got
was
a point.
Pixar.
that is yeah, he is Pixar basically. Yeah, he is an Easter egg in and of himself. All right, so for your category, we're gonna do this one at a time, and then once you can't name anymore, or you get one wrong, then you're out. Okay, but you'll each get points for that. So for our lightning round,
Starting
it's gonna
with...
be, huh?
Starting with...
We'll just start with PB again.
Okay.
No, you know what? Well, let's flip it around. So we'll start with Carl first. All right.
Okay.
So what I want you to do, including if you get the newer one, well, I'll give you 2 points. But name all 22 Pixar movies. All right. So Carl, we'll start with you.
Brave.
That is correct.
Incredibles.
Hold on. Okay. Let me. Okay. So, ba-ba, and then ba-ba. Okay. So Incredibles. Yes.
Toy Story.
Correct.
Incredibles 2.
Correct. Wait. Stop looking at the words.
Toy Story 2.
Toy Story 3.
Monsters Inc.
Toy Story 4.
Finding Nemo.
Monsters University.
Finding Dory.
Ratatouille.
Wall-E.
Yes.
Brave.
He already said Brave. You're out.
I'm out.
All right, now it's between PB and Jason and Carl.
All right. Up.
How many are left?
We have 1, 2,
Stalling.
3,
No, that's fine.
4, 5, 6, 7. 5,
I'm out.
4. Okay.
Oh, I can keep going?
You can keep going.
You can keep going. Keep.
Coco.
Oh,
Damn it.
yes.
Inside Out.
Yes.
A Bug's Life.
Already said it.
Yes. No.
That was said earlier.
It wasn't. It wasn't said earlier.
Oh, that's what I was going to say instead of...
I didn't even know that was Pixar, so fair.
Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, I'm out now.
All right. We're missing Cars 2,
Oh,
3, and The Good Dinosaur.
Huh?
Yeah,
The
the
Good
Good Dinosaur.
Dinosaur.
Right.
Somebody saw that?
Yes.
I saw that.
Oh, okay.
Did you?
Yeah,
Any
I just
good?
I was sitting here going, what's that movie called? There's a dinosaur, Lost Dinosaur, Last Dinosaur, something dinosaur. It's a dinosaur movie.
Okay, so give us the bad news.
Can't believe I missed the Cars.
Yeah, I know.
I was thinking like did somebody say Cars, because that would okay, but yeah, no, Cars was not said. So Dub with a whopping 6 points.
Way to go, Dub! Yeah!
Good job, Dub.
It's a
Wow.
I'm proud of you.
Carl the
That was
Black Geek.
the most condescending good job I've ever heard in my life.
All right, the Black Geek got a slightly better of 9. Congratulations.
Beat Dub, that's all that matters to me.
And with a whopping 15 points with a mega just a
Tsunami.
just a blast off with a lightning round. PB&J.
Yes.
Yes.
So
Congratulations.
I get to say the outro.
You get to say the outro.
It's been a long
yes.
time since I've done that solo.
Absolutely.
So congratulations, everybody. Thank you for playing along at home, and let's take it away.
Just remember, the next time Kosh says, this one will be easy.
Kosh is
you
he's thrown out.
Right.
Okay, before we get to our listener feedback, I want to discuss one thing which I think is really interesting, which is something we've hit on. Let's talk about kind of this conspiracies, Easter eggs, all that stuff throughout the Pixar, because there is so much marriage between the movies.
Yes.
For instance, Boo, I guess, is supposed to be a time-traveling witch from the Old Lady in Brave.
No, well,
I haven't heard that one.
I actually have heard
I've
that
heard
one.
that one.
Well, I know, like the Old Lady in Brave that's kind of where that's where they all interconnect is for her hut. It's like because she has many doors that all of those doors could lead to another part of the universe that is. And if you look in her house, I think she has the most Easter eggs out of all of the Pixar movies.
So there's a Pixar multiverse.
Well, not multiverse, but they're all.
That's how John
connected with
Ratzenberg
the
goes in
same-
every
yeah.
one of them.
Okay, I do know the
Okay.
one. The female cowboy is Jessie, right?
Yes.
Jessie? Okay,
Yeah.
so Jessie's owner that put Jessie in the box is actually Andy's mom.
Andy's mom.
I've heard that one.
And I heard that Boo is the little girl from Toy Story 3 that gets the
Bonnie?
Bonnie is
Yeah.
Boo.
Really?
When she was
Boo.
younger.
I've
Yes,
heard that one.
that one too, yeah.
Okay.
That's interesting.
Well, because you never get Boo's actual name.
Yeah.
So
Fair enough.
quick trivia. What is the one thing? It's a thing that appears in, I believe, all of them, every one of them, in some form,
John Ratzenberg.
other than him.
The Pizza Planet truck
The Pizza Planet truck.
is the one that connects, like basically there's always a Pizza Planet that's in every single one of
Isn't there a
them.
dinosaur in all of them too?
the cars, the
Because it's Dino Fuel or whatever.
Dyna.
Oh, Dinah's the
No, it's
There's a dinosaur, I believe, in all of them
okay.
of some sort. Because it's got Toy Story has the dinosaurs and the gas station's Dino,
it's Dyna something, and I can't remember all of a sudden.
whatever it is.
Well, let's go back to BuzzFeed.
But yeah, it's a Dyna
The
thing.
Good Dinosaur is probably that same dinosaur.
Right.
Actually, it was the same dinosaur.
It's probably
Think of
based
it.
off the good.
I know that
Right.
the trailer where from Monsters Inc. when Randall goes through the door and ends up in the trailer, Gator, get my junk, and gets beat up.
Right.
Under the trailer is A Bug's Life.
Oh wow!
Okay.
What was it? There was a toy that Boo gave Sully, and it was Nemo.
A Woody.
It was
Oh,
Nemo.
it was Nemo?
It was Nemo. Yes, it was Nemo.
Buzz, or not Buzz, the neighbor, Sid.
Yes.
Sid is supposed to be a janitor in one of the other
No,
movies.
the garbage man in Toy Story 3.
Toy Story 3.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He grew up to be a garbage
yeah,
man.
supposedly.
Would that surprise anyone on Earth?
Yeah, because garbage people are good jobs.
It's a great job.
It pays well.
I wish I got paid like them. Gee.
Yeah, I mean, there was the Easter eggs for sure. I don't know the conspiracy theories. I was a little more skeptical of those, but
I kind of like that they have that. It's all
It's shared
not
universe.
multiple,
It's a shared-
omniverse. Like it's a shared
universe.
universe that
It's a shared multiverse.
I kind of like that because it kind of just connects them all, and then you can kind of and it's just watching for the Easter eggs is some of the best times that you have in the movie too because
That's true.
keeps the audience
and
engaged.
it keeps you watching more than once.
Yeah,
I'll give you guys another bit of trivia from the movie Cars. There is one scene where there is something alive in the world that is not an automotive or a machine thing. Do you guys know that moment?
Say it again. I'm sorry.
In Cars, there's a quick scene where you see something that is living that is not a automation. It's a very quick scene.
No.
And it's actually from one of the shorts. It's the birds up on the wire.
Okay.
Remember those short with the birds
Right,
on the
the
wire?
big bird-
so
the
in
bigger
Cars,
birds.
when he's going down the road, goes by that wire with the birds.
Oh,
really,
I didn't
really quickly.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And Cars is supposed to be a Terminator conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
Oh,
That
yeah.
they
I've heard
that they
that
killed
one.
all the humans and took
it's-
over.
Well, isn't that how they It was like the apocalypse happened, and that's why Monsters Inc. actually came in as well too, because like everybody like de-evolved and then re-evolved again, and then animals kind of grew up, and then.
But isn't the ultimate end of it is that the theory is Wall-E destroyed the Earth?
Oh, is that?
I've heard that too.
Wall-E did
Yeah.
that?
Yeah, that the Earth is the way it is because of Wall-E.
Yeah.
The poor little guy was trying to clean up.
Well, no, the humans destroyed the Earth so much, and then when they came back, that was the start of the universe. The Pixar universe was Wall-E. Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Okay, let's. I think I'm conspiracy theoried out for the moment. So let's move on into our listener feedback, because we got to hear from our fantastic Rockstar listeners.
And now, let's see what all of our geek rock stars have to say.
It was Dynaco.
Dynaco Blue.
Yes, Dynaco Blue.
Yeah, nice. That's what I was trying to remember. Like Lightning McQueen said, Dino something blue, and I couldn't remember what it was.
Okay, so we're going to do our listener feedback. Facebook is the main place we're getting all this stuff now. So I'm going to go through these kind of quick. I apologize if I kind of rushed past any of them, but we're running out of time. Okay, so the first one, Scott Skeen, the Monsters. What was our question anyway? Our favorite Pixar movie. I'm sorry, I should have said that to start with. Okay, our first responder was Scott Skeen.
Scott.
Monsters Inc. Truly entertaining story with an alternate reality with characters dealing with workplace issues.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Yeah, good one.
Dino Gangali, and I said that right this time. I apologize for saying it wrong for the last 7 episodes.
Good job.
From the podcast. The Incredibles 2. To me, it's equally as good as the first, maybe a little better given the hilarious scenes with Jack. I think Jack was better than the first one.
It's also the only good current Fantastic Four movie. Or
The
only one.
It's the only good Fantastic Four movie.
Good current Fantastic Four movies.
Let's give Marvel a chance.
Oh, yeah,
They
no,
finally
I
got
definitely,
back.
for sure.
Okay, Munchkin from the show, Eve Giselback. You have to go with the original Toy Story. MMA Jesse did Wall-E. It touched my heart area. That's nice.
Oh, the fighter is a sensitive moment. That's cute.
You said they say that to his face.
Yeah,
I
can run pretty fast, so I'll say.
I'd work from my truck and drive away.
I challenge anybody to go up to Jesse and say, like, yeah, Wally sucks, and then just watch him just...
Well, I know he's training for his next fight, so I wouldn't. So I'm just saying.
Wally doesn't suck. Wally's awesome.
No, but his opponent to be like, oh, yeah, well, Wally sucks. Oh,
Well,
yeah.
that'll have motivation, yeah.
Round 1.
John from California said Toy Story 3 and Wall-E. That's kind of a mix. Okay, I need help with this name. It's Iwalani.
Iwalani. Eva. We just called her Eva, yes.
Okay. Cars, the original. So funny and so many good adult jokes, but it was fun for kids. Plus, the music was phenomenal, and I have to agree. Christina Belden, Ratatouille and Brave. Yes, she's French and Irish.
Right.
I love the storylines and imagery. Also, the Pixar short For the Birds from 2000.
Nice.
That's the one.
Yep,
That's the one in
yep.
Cars, yep.
Tabitha DeMonico, sorry. Wall-E. There's a lot of people that said Wall-E. There's a ton of shorts, but my 2 are Monsters, Inc. and Finding Nemo. Yeah, I'm going to have to bust through some of these. Danielle Ariana, Finding Nemo. A workshop on brilliant voiceover work. Great story, stellar animation.
Emanation.
Just not safe for work. Epic. You like that, huh?
Aluminium.
Sean Belden, Cars, a classic car junkie and Richard Petty fan. This movie just speaks to me. The movie, aside from a storyline of a race car, reminds us that there used to be a simpler time. Just gives me the feels all around. And that's something, honestly, that never gets talked about as much with the Cars. It's like, it is a reminder of yesterday.
So what live action movie is exactly the story of Cars?
Days of Thunder?
No.
Far and Away?
No.
Casablanca?
Talladega Nights?
No.
Doc Hollywood.
Yes!
Had to think about it for a sec.
Except there's more boobs in Doc Hollywood. But other than that, it's the exact same story.
Speed. Fast and Furious.
Speed 2.
No, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yes.
Nice. Okay, so let's move on. Thank you everybody for your
Thank you
for your feedback, and I'm sorry about those that I missed. We just kind of ran short on time.
We'll get you one day.
Yep.
Oh, well, we get most people. So, yeah, let's move on to our main event.
Now it's time for the main event.
Okay, in this version of the main event, we are doing our top 5 favorite funny, emotional, exciting, or impactful scenes from the world of Pixar. Yeah, this is kind of broad.
It's okay though.
Yeah, we're doing broad stuff on the next shows we have.
We might have some crossover here, but if we do, I think it's okay.
Oh, I'm sure there's. I think this is one of the first times that we're doing this list without.
Oh yeah, we forgot to say our top 5s before. Yeah.
Oh no, I purposely didn't.
That's good. Some spontaneity and emotional reactions.
My number 5 would be Incredibles, the last scene with the pose.
Oh, okay.
I loved that scene. That was just like you walked out of the theater thinking, like when you'd watch a Rocky movie as a kid and you'd walk out and you'd be air punching and all that. That's kind of how you felt with that last, freeze frame on Incredibles. And I absolutely loved it.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. It's a good scene.
That's
Yep, I give it.
Let's go with Carl.
Mine's not in particular order, so mine to add on to that is from The Incredibles, but not the last scene with the pose. The first time the family gets to team up in a fight on the island.
Oh,
they
nice.
do the pose then, and then
When
them
they
working
finally get
together. Yes.
Yeah, that's nice.
I'm gonna go with Incredibles as well. Like just the whole the beginning of the story where because we as kids we see Superman and he's yes he's kind of he's beyond above beyond, he's larger than life, and then you see he Mr. Incredible saved a person and then the guy sued him and then all of a
that's
sudden
so real world.
and it just threw a monkey wrench in the whole superhero genre of oh, these people are real, and then he's become
plus he let the villain get away
and he's an insurance agent and stuff like that. It really just kind of threw me for a loop of wow, this is this is real life now. They're actually trying to bring in some reality to these characters, and it just hooked me from there.
Right. Ironically, mine is from The Incredibles too. My number 5, and that is when Dash cuts loose for the first time and fights the mercenaries.
Nice.
When he's on the island and he's run, and then he does that whole thing where
and he runs across the water and he looks around. He's
fighting the mercenaries and all that. That scene is just.
That is a great scene.
If you're not cheering during that scene, there's something wrong with you.
And just even better to add on to it, just to kind of at the end when he's doing the track and field, they're run. These people no, slow down.
Oh yeah. Definitely.
Nice. Okay, my number 4, for several reasons, let me get through it first, would be Toy Story 1, the claw scene.
The claw.
But it's such a happy ending for that toy. And you could finish it for that character arc. It was the perfect ending because that's what they believed their entire life. They were waiting for the claw to come and take them to the better place. And then you're so happy for this thing that got. Well, it's gonna get fed to a dog, but you're so happy for this thing that just gets dragged out, and it's just so much joy in this little plastic alien's face because it got everything it ever wanted. And I don't. Silly, I know, but it touched me a really weird place on that, and I don't know. Yeah, that makes me not normal. Okay, sorry.
If it makes you feel any better, my number 4 is just as silly. It's Cars, and it's the first time I heard ka-ching ka-chow. I cracked laughing. And to the point where when I'm on the road and I'm driving and I pass them really quick, I'll literally stick my head out and ka-ching ka-chow.
Sweet. My number 4 is Ratatouille. I saw this when I was overseas for a couple of years, and it was interesting because I was having dinner while I was watching it, and for some reason, because of the combination of you take one fruit, you take one piece of food and then add it to a different piece of food, and then you get different sensations and different tastes and all this stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And literally while I was eating it, while I was eating my food,
popcorn and Parmesan.
No, it was I think it was some chicken and some mashed potatoes, and I just started mixing things, and it made my food taste better
Yeah.
while I was watching the movie. And even to this day, if I watch Ratatouille, I have to be eating something.
Oh, dude, I'm a food layer, dude.
Yeah,
I'll layer stuff till the end of time.
So what you do is you tell anyone now, if you're eating MREs,
watch Ratatouille.
use Ratatouille.
have two MREs at the same time. It's amazing.
All right, so my number 4. I remember when Cars came out, and it was one of the first Pixar movies that kind of got some negative criticism because they're like, "Oh, it's a money grab toy line," blah 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 blah. I didn't agree. I loved the first Cars movie. I thought it was, in every way, just a wonderful film. And so my number 4 is Lightning McQueen and Sally's drive into Radiator Springs.
Oh, that's
Okay.
good.
When he had already kind of started coming around to the ideas, but that was like what solidified it for him. Led him to the thing he did with the, which maybe is another moment for other people, so I won't bring it up. But yeah, that moment when Lightning went back there with her through Radiator Springs was very touching and very, very real. I like that a lot.
Nice. My number 3 is Inside Out. And it's basically the entire scene. Well, it's more than a scene, but the entire journey that sadness and joy take together because they're so opposite.
Yes.
And then at the end, when joy lets sadness take over because she needed to, I still get a little welled up on that.
Yeah.
It's like it so helps you understand emotions better than anything I've ever seen.
Of all the Pixar movies, that one is the most brilliant. Like the brilliant
It's
conceived
smart.
idea. Yeah, it's so smart. Such a good movie.
Fair warning, the rest of mine are coming from sad places.
Did sadness take over the brain now?
It did. My number 3 was from Wall-E when he gets rebooted.
Oh, yeah.
That was just like, he gets rebooted and forgets everything.
For a few minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was sad. I remember that.
It
Eve
kind of tore me a little. I was
Yeah,
like,
no doubt.
All right. And so my number 3 is kind of in a sad place as well too. It was at a point in my life where it's Finding Nemo and just the whole just thing about how Marlin was taking care of his son, and at the time I was married, because for the most part, like Disney movies or Pixar movies, was about mother and child, and this one was a father to child, and it just kind of really took to heart for me of that. So like literally like the first 20 minutes of the movie, I didn't show my wife at the time or my daughter at the time. Just I was crying a little bit. I'm like, yeah, this is. Wow, like this, I am now a father figure, and now I get this, and it kind of just really touched my heartstrings. Yeah.
Right. All right, so a quick aside. James Cameron, who did Avatar, the movie Avatar.
We don't talk about that.
All right, but one thing he said in that
That was
movie
not
was the
Pixar.
reason he made the Na'vi look so beautiful was because he didn't think you could do a romance with things that were unattractive. Okay, my number 3 blows that theory out of the water because it's the space dance from Wall-E.
oh,
Okay.
Now, Wall-E and Eva were machines, but if you didn't believe that was a unbelievably true, romantic, beautiful moment, then there's something wrong with you. Plus, I like the fact that the captain, during that time, was like kind of learning about dancing.
oh yeah.
And so it was like that they were happening at the same time. And that was just, again, I get very goosebumpy on how beautiful that scene was, for sure.
Nice.
So screw you, James Cameron.
That's not the only reason why.
Right. Although he is very talented. But yeah, that too. Okay.
Okay, no, my number 2 is Toy Story 3. Last scene, Andy passes on his toys. I mean, that's you're giving your childhood away, and we've all hit that point, and then we try to get all those toys back because we're geeks. But yeah.
Well, what made it even sadder
We
is
can
when
save
he
a quick time.
starts-
We'll save quick time with me. That's also my number 2.
That's also my number 2 as well. That particular scene.
Yeah, Andy hands off the toys.
Such a fantastic
And the reason why we don't want Toy Story 4 because
Exactly.
it just because it was like the passing
was
of the torch
cathartic.
from
Yeah.
one to the other. they're going to be in a good place. They're not going to, well, and it's set up with the scene beforehand with when they were going into the compactor or
Right.
like we thought. I remember like I was mad, like this is not how they go out.
And not just that, but then when they did the end credits, they showed Ken and Barbie fix the daycare.
Right.
So everything tied up so beautifully in that
Everything.
movie.
And they were all holding hands and everything, and then when you see him getting Andy pass him on to Bonnie, it was just it was.
And he finds Woody
ending.
in the box.
And that sad part is when she goes to take Woody, and he kind of jerks Woody back.
That was
And
surprising.
then it's like, here you go.
Because we're all like that. Like we never want to give up our childhood, but
I'm
we know
not.
we have
Have you
to
seen
at
my
some
house?
point.
They're all there still.
So I'm sorry. So you're number 2, Carl.
Yeah, mine's definitely off from you guys, but it is from Toy Story. It's from the first one when Buzz realizes he's actually a toy.
Oh yeah, that's a moment.
And with Randy Newman, I won't go sailing no more as well. And you're like,
Yeah.
oh,
Wow.
Wow, my heart hurts.
Yeah, that was a moment.
shattered
That was-
dreams.
Okay, my number 1, I'm going to guess that at least one person at the table, this is their number 1. Probably everybody at the table, to be fair. And that would be Up, the whole intro scene. If you did not cry on that, you are not a human being. And you're probably a sociopath.
Right.
It made my honorables, but it didn't make my number
that
one.
scene is so just
it's and you did not expect that from a Pixar movie.
No, in the first 10 minutes.
Right.
You're like, she didn't die. What?
Yeah, that's a wrecking scene. Yes.
I mean, you don't know this character at all. In 10 minutes, you fall in love with this character, and they die. And
Right.
you're like, oh,
right.
my heart hurts. I don't think I want to watch the rest of this.
Right.
But that scene was powerful.
Yes. Very powerful.
My number 1 scene is from Monsters, Inc. when Sully has to go in and do the scare, and Boo, they've snuck Boo in,
yeah.
and he does the scare, and Boo sees it.
Yeah.
That's my number 1. That
That's-
was wrenching.
Nice.
He felt so bad.
Yeah, and it just seeing that there, and then remembering the first time I had to yell at my oldest what my youngest there, seeing what Dad could look like. I just remember going oh, this is their future. Yeah.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah, totally. All right, so my number 1 is Incredibles 2. Just how long we had to wait from Incredibles 1
I was like, what?
to
You
Incredibles
go
2.
through with that?
14 years, and I know there was a lot of speculation. There was a lot of how is this going to stack up to the first movie being so long? And you get down to all right, you're sitting there. Let's see it for what it was, and it was just a phenomenally good
paid
movie. And even just with the actors, we apologize. We just wanted to make sure that this was done right. Enjoy the show. I walked out of it you know what? It was a long time, but so well worth it.
Why can't Star Wars do that?
It was just such a good time.
Mark Hamill just steps up. We apologize for how long it took.
Apologize for everything.
Nice. I'm going to try to get through this without getting misty because
I think it's too late.
This one actually does misty me up a little bit. It's also from Up, but it's not the opening scene.
Okay.
It's the scene when he opens up the adventure book.
Oh, at the end.
And he goes to the end and he sees what his wife put in there.
Yeah.
Their whole life. His whole thing was, we didn't get to do anything exciting during our lives. We just lived our lives. And she put, I am losing it.
Thank you for the
I
adventure.
am losing it. Wow. No, okay. So she put
He's verklempt.
the life that they had together as the adventure. Sorry. Okay, and then she wrote, "Go out and continue."
Go out and make a new one. Yeah.
And then the end credits showed all that. So that, yeah.
It's like recording a show with Kevin Smith.
Sorry, that one gets me every time. Yeah.
I'm gonna go home and write
So
that,
that
in the book
one,
to my wife
yeah,
tonight.
So are
that
you
scene is the most powerful Pixar scene I have ever seen.
are you okay with the conspiracy theory that the little boy was actually death and they were taking him to heaven?
No, I'm not.
Wow.
That's a real one. No, I wanted to
made
lighten
that
the mood.
up.
One of the
No,
great
I
things
didn't.
about Pixar also
I
is
wanted to lighten the mood,
is end credits.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, the end credits of Up, you see him continuing the adventure. The end credits of Wall-E, you see them fix the planet.
Wow.
You know, the end credits of Toy Story 3, they do the fix the daycare and then the Spanish dance and all that.
I think the end credits of Toy Story 4 will be they'll just be counting money.
Yeah, they'll be counting their money.
Probably.
Exactly.
It'll just be the CEO of Disney, Counting $100 bills.
Nice. So that's a show, guys. I wish we could go on forever on this, but I'm starting to dehydrate from all the tears coming out. Check out the website, www.iheartgeekshow.com. Use the column. We paid extra for it. Go to the Twitter, at iHeartGeekShow. Go to the Facebook. Talk to us. Answer the listener stuff. And, hey, get your name on the show.
And I won.
And until next time, I'm Dub.
I'm BG Carl.
I'm Kaj.
I'm PB&Jason.
And the winner of the show gets to say...
You've got a friend in me.
That's all we can say before I have to pay him.
And keep on geeking on.
Yay!
Don't make Toy Story 4.
Okay.
Too late.
You've been listening to iHeartGeek. Our Twitter account is @iHeartGeekShow. Hope you enjoyed the show.